the action, he can click on Edit and he will get additional access to this particular user. What options he will be getting? He will be getting a data option to change any of the detail. Maybe something wrong with the email address. He want to update. He can use this option to click on Edit, or he can also act as, so customer administration will be given this permission to act as. So why we act as? Suppose one of the requests which you have got, saying that, hey, I am trying to submit APR but I am unable to submit. So user is saying, but you did not get such a query from any other user, only one particular user is saying, now you want to troubleshoot? So two things is available. One is when that the user is available, he will be creating a confidence call with the user or screen share session. Then you ask him to present and you will guide them. Suppose he's in different time zone or he's unable to do that, or you want to perform, then you can act as that user and test it whether it is. Then you will be acting as that user, as a customer administrator. You are acting as that user and you will perform, or you can verify whether he's having. What is the issue he's having? Also, sometime you want to check, after giving roles to certain users, whether they are getting the screen on it. For example, you have assigned one of the user contract manager permission. So with this he can able to search for some contracts, or he can able to create contract, or he can look for the contract. Instead of asking the user, you can act as that user and go to the screen and you can search on behalf of that user. You can search the screen channel. Once you perform this activity, you will click on Stop Acting As and it will return to your homepage. So where you do not need the login names and password of that user, but you can act as that user and verify whether he is having necessary roles or not, or troubleshooting purposes. You can use this act as permission. It will be captured in the audit log. You can see real user and active user in that way. Currently that in. I will show that I'm exiting this. Delete this request. If you're asking how long period that user is active in a system and done, I mean which date he was activated, which dot he was logged, then that is very difficult task which you will not get. But you can find out if someone else is acting as that user even in all the document. Also, when you go to the purchase requisition history, purchase order history also, you will be seeing real user. Let's see whether some. Okay, first we will check. I will show you where you can see the audit log. Everything will be timestamp if you're acting as something. So when you go to audit log, so here you can use the effective user. When you go to add or removes filter, you can select real user also. With this filter, even type user, main is there are something you can select. The system will give you all the details, like here. You will be finding, for example, if you're acting as a different user, then real user, who is the person and who is the effective user. That way you can find it in the audit log. Second question, how we will know if I am not acting somebody is acting as myself, then I will not be knowing. That was your question. Means, then we'll go to one of the PR. I will go to the pair-child realm. I'm selecting any one of the PR. NEP? You can take it. When you go to the history you can see here user, real user. Suppose, if someone is acting as, then you will be able to see bias 7 here, bias 6 has been submitted on behalf of that. If there is a difference in this user, you will able to notice in the history also. Okay. Now, so that way you can act as an administrator and to perform your activities. Generally, we will be using this option in real time more because we want to troubleshoot some users. We need to know how it is working. Once you fix the issue, you will go on to verify also. Now locking. Suppose you got a mail from some administrator saying that, hey, we are having suspicious on this user. Please log it. If someone is going away, you will allow a cushion time. So until a full handover is there. You want to log that user? When you select that user and click on a lot, then that user will be locked on Reset Dashboard. Again, where we are seeing that the tiles write Contact Management, whatever the dashboard which you are seeing, if you want to reset that user dashboard to the default setting, you can do that. Maybe he has made some changes and he's unable to revert the changes. Then you use this option to reset his dashboard. Now I'm going to show you, for example, when I click on Edit User in the first screen, general information which will give you the user email address and other detail which you want to correct under the groups. It will tell what are all the groups he's assigned or he's having a permission here. You can again once you click on the edit screen when you are having a group name, then system will give you option to currently available add users. Then click on save. Then he will be getting the permission to those necessary rows which you have provided. So this is about user-side access which you will be having. So if you're having any of the system where you're having access, you can do so. You can make sure to practice it. Now I will show you what will be the screens of other user information. On the first screen, where you're selecting on the left-hand side users. And when you're clicking on other user information, then that is the screen which you're getting here. Other user information. Once you click on, you will be seeing general P cards shift to addresses, billing addresses and accounting information. If you want to edit any of these changes, you can do that. Now we are going to see in the group step. So once you click on groups, similar to your user system will result all the groups, group name and group description. These two are simple. Once you click on any of one group, then system will give you junior. For example, I'm selecting a group name. If you list all the groups will be listed down. Once it's with the filter, with the typing of the group name and description, then you will get this option. OK. Actions. Then once you click on Edit Group, then system will give you what is the description. Unique name. This is where you need to refer in anywhere you're doing activity. If you remember, I have mentioned that when you are creating APR, lookup files where particular company code but certain user has to be added into the upper workflow. You need to give unique name only, not the description. So unique names comes from here. In this case, both are same. Junior procurement management and group name, both are same. In some cases these two will be different, so there will be a space that there will be. The group name will be the display name. Unique name means what system recognizes name. So we need to provide unique name in that cases. Okay, now I know this is a group, so I know which unique name and group name. When I click on users, then system will show you who are all having in this group, who are all having the access. All the users will be listed down. There you can click on Add or Remove button. So something like this, save, it will come add.